You. This is your sign to stop world building and actually start writing your book. Because the truth is that going into your first draft, there's really only two things that you need to know about your setting. And I am going to tell you what they are so that you can check them off your list and get to work on the actual writing part of the process. So the first thing that you should know is the physical landscape of your setting. So this is things like your geography, your climate, resources, maybe even some major landmarks. These are going to have a big impact on your civilization and what they value. A desert community is going to go through a lot more effort for water and place a lot more value on water than, say, a rainforest community where it's abundant and constant. And this not only affects the people surrounding your characters, but your main characters and the kind of things that they notice and describe and think about in settings and throughout your story. The second thing that you should really get down is the mental landscape of your world or civilization. And this really, you don't have to write a whole bunch of rules or a codex or religious text. This can really be broken down into the key principles of what your society values. So say, as an example, your society worships the sun because they see it as like suffering and sacrificing itself to keep them alive and warm and give them food. This civilization might place a lot of value on the concepts of suffering and sacrifice to guide how people should live their lives. In this community, it might not be a preference to do the job that you are good at. It might be considered more noble to do something you are bad at and that you struggle to accomplish. A food like, say, sugarcane, where it's incredibly dangerous and potentially painful to harvest and process, might be considered a holy food or a delicacy because of that inherent sacrifice and suffering in achieving that food. If you can work out the physical and mental landscape of your setting, that really gives you a great framework for any world building questions you might come up with throughout that first draft writing process. And more importantly, it gives your setting some flexibility so that it can grow and change around your story and your characters.